Hey neighbors, so you received your potatoes and now it's time to start thinking about it. It's an exciting time getting ready to plant our potatoes. I want to give you some potato planting tips today. Number one is do not plant your potatoes in a low spot. Make sure you plant them in a higher spot in your garden. Potatoes grow during the time of the year where it's kind of cool and it's wet. We normally get more rainfall than we do other times of years, and it's important that we don't plant them in those low areas because they can rot and drown out. So we want to plant them on the higher end of our garden. And if we got a sandier type soil in a higher part of our garden, that's perfect. Now when you get your potatoes in, they're going to look something just like this right here. These little indentions on the potatoes are what we call eyes. Most of the time when you first get your seed potatoes, they're going to look exactly like this, and the eyes are not going to be sprouted out. What we want is we want those eyes sprouted out a little bit before we plant. So when you get your potatoes in, spread them out somewhere out direct sunlight where they're not going to get wet, and let them lay out. And what will happen in just a few days is you'll see those eyes start to sprout, just like you see right here. And this is pretty much the stage we want when we start getting ready to plant our potatoes. Now about 3 or 4 days, anywhere up to a week before we're ready to plant our potatoes, it's time to cut them up. And what we want to do at that point is we want to cut these eyes off the potatoes. Normally what we want to include in one cutting is going to be anywhere from 1 to 3 of these eyes. And I'm going to give you an example here. I'm going to cut 2 of these eyes out. So I'm just going to take my knife, run through there, and I cut that potato so that I am showing 2 eye sprouts. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this potato up just to see how many sprouts or eyes or seed potatoes that I get out of this one potato. Now, if you end up with something like this right here that doesn't have any eyes on it, there's no use in planting that because that's not going to sprout a plant. But I have ended up with 4 different seed potato plantings that I can plant off of that one potato there. And each one of them has got anywhere to 1 to 3 eyes. Now, when you get ready to plant these potatoes, you want to plant this part down and your eye there pointing upwards. Now you will see some information on the internet about putting something on the raw part of the potato after you cut them, such as fir bark dust or sulfur. Now I've tested both of these over a long period of time, many years, and I've not seen where it made a dramatic or made any difference. So I don't put anything over that after I cut them. I just let them sit for a few days and they will naturally heal up right there. When we plant these eyes in the soil, we want to cover them anywhere from 1 to 2 inches with soil. Now it seems like every year when we plant our potatoes and they start to sprout to come through, we get this cold snap and everybody kind of freaks out because we have this big cold snap coming in. Well, potatoes are tolerant of cold weather, but what you can do is you can cover those potatoes to protect them from a severe cold blast. You can do that a couple of different ways. You can take soil and pull over and actually cover up those sprouts. Don't worry about it, they'll sprout back through, and that soil will insulate that potato. Also, you could take a row cover and cover them up, or something like pine straw. Anything like that that will protect them just a little bit will make a big difference. But if even they do get burnt back a little bit, and I've had them burnt back pretty bad before, and they will sprout and come back. So don't freak out too much, but sometimes we do need to make precautions and cover them up if we're going to get those hard freezes on the potatoes once they sprout. Potatoes like to be healed, and healed means we like to pull dirt on them and almost cover them up. You can be very aggressive with pulling dirt out on potatoes and almost covering up all the green there. They like that because they sprout out more roots and grow into that. So it's beneficial to keep your potatoes healed up as time goes by. That'll also help you control the weeds that's coming in beside those potatoes when you disrupt that and throw soil on top of them. Now from a pest standpoint, potatoes are very resilient and easy to grow. There's going to be a couple of things that you probably need to look out for there. Number one is a pest called the Colorado potato beetle. And what you will see if you get this problem is you'll start seeing things eating holes into your leaves there. More than likely that's going to be a beetle. It's going to be the Colorado potato beetle. That's the biggest problem we have as far as insect goes. A secondary problem that we have every now and then is flea beetles. Flea beetles will eat little bitty tiny holes within the leaves there. Both of these pests are easy to control if you catch them early and treat with an insecticide early. Let's go over our potato growing guide. First of all, if you can, you want to grow potatoes in a good sandy, well-drained soil. Now as far as pH goes, Potatoes ideally like it between 6 and 6.5, but they can tolerate it down as far as 5. But if you can adjust it up between that 6 and 6.5, it's for the best. Also, if you can have soils that are rich in organic matter, if they're not rich in organic matter, get you some good quality compost and amend the soil prior to planting. Okay, when do you need to plant your seed potatoes? If you live in zone 10, the ideal time for you to plant your seed potatoes is between the 15th in January and the 31st of January. If you are in zone 9, the ideal time to plant your potatoes is between the 1st and 28th of February, sometime in that month, February. Now, if you're in the top end of 9, you probably want to shoot more toward that 28th date. If you're in the bottom end of zone 9, more toward the 1st. Here where I'm at, I normally always plant my potatoes at the end of February. Zone 8, you've got a good 30-day window there to plant your potatoes between February 15th and March 15th. And in zone 7, the 1st to the 31st of March is the ideal time to plant your potatoes. Now, what I've given you is good ideal guidelines there. Sometimes weather throws us a curve and may throw us off a week or so, but those are some good guidelines to go on about when to plant your potatoes. Now, as far as fertility goes, the ideal way to do this, or my preferred ideal way to do it, is pre-plant fertility of the Hall's Complete Organic Fertilizer is to use 1.5 cups of this per 10 foot of row. I like to spread this out where I'm going to plant my potatoes and incorporate it into the soil, ideally about a week before planting. Now, 2 weeks after planting, we can come back and put somewhere between 1/2 cup and 1 cup per 10 foot of row of the Complete Organic. And I just do a little side dress there, try to put it about 3 or 4 inches beside where those potatoes are starting to come up, and do a light side dressing there of 1/2 cup to 1 cup per 10 foot of row. Now, 2 weeks after that, or 4 weeks after planting, I like to come in there and put anywhere from 1/2 cup to 1 cup calcium nitrate per 10 foot of row. Same thing, we kind of side dress that 3 to 4 inches away from the plant there so it doesn't burn the plant, but this gives it a good feed a month after planting. And then after that, about every week, I like to go in there and put about 2 cups of Hall's Complete Organic as a side dress through there to keep those plants nice and healthy. As far as pests goes, insect problems, you're basically going to have Colorado potato beetle and flea hopper. For those, spinosad or garden insect spray is going to be a great option there. It's an organic product. If you get after them early, that's going to take care of those problems. As far as disease control goes, the major problem we have is early blight and late blight on potatoes, and we don't see a lot of this. We do see it sometimes. Liquid copper, which is a copper product, is a good choice to treat those potatoes with and prevent late and early blight. Now, about 100 or so days after planting, you're going to start to see your vines turn a little yellow, maybe wilt down a little bit. This is a good indication your potatoes are getting ready to harvest. We can actually scratch down in there and maybe dig 1 or 2 up and see how they're maturing out. At the stage when your vines start going backward is the time you need to get out there and dig those potatoes up out of the ground. I like to use something like a digging fork, go underneath there as well as I can so I don't injure many of the potatoes. You don't want to stab through them or scuffle them up anyway. But I like to go through there, pull the vines out, pull those potatoes on top of the soil, let them dry a little bit. Now, the last thing you want to do is dig those potatoes when your soil is wet. So you want to make sure you got a good sunshine day and the soil is pretty dry when you get out there and get ready to harvest those potatoes. Leave those potatoes on the ground for maybe a day, let them dry really well. Now it's time to harvest them, put them inside the barn, out of direct sunlight, good airflow to store those potatoes. I never wash my potatoes when I put them up. They got a little dirt on them. That's okay. They're going to store a lot better with a little bit of dirt on them. Now, if you need some of this information to save for later, or you need more specific growing information, we have a great potato growing guide on our website. Go check it out.